On the flip side of things for KRU, Dodds looked fantastic, so comfortable, so free and natural on this comfort agent of Jet. So for SRN, hasn't had an explosive start yet on this Waylay, but that's exactly what we're looking for here. A set piece, MIBR, they have a chance here with this double initiator composition to completely let SRN take over.
Yeah, and on the other side, if it continues on this pathing, it will be a very early test for Dodds. Sitting a little safe. Does have the Sheriff and feels that pressure! Oh, what a shot to start with. The starter already looking clean. As she did in that previous series, one of the highlight walkaways, obviously. And with such a good early advantage, this is above a minute. They can pause, they can freeze. That puts the fear of God into KRU. Where do you put your players? Where do you call that rotate in? It gets tougher now.
A little bit of a mistake. Too early for Dodds. And this Teo drone's not going to get anything because KRU, they've already set back. At least they've got all the utility in the back pocket of Munch to be able to absorb some of this hit.
Yeah, Michaela has to be helpful in this too. Knight is going to at least note those players coming forward. So this is good information. This should pull over the players.
Oh, that's
Michaela,
slow.
the one way, has it. Well, it's forcing the back. It's isolated the player backside. I like the attempt. Flying through on CT, but already Sayuri is there. Good spacing, making sure the safety net holds strong. Just one more player. Yeah, Zeke has to do a lot here. That's 4 to find. Did take away 1, but
revealing area.
Don't see you getting much more. And again, talking about determining tempo, pace. Yeah, they've set the standard already.
Good insurance plan. Great lurk coming through here for Lisa. And you can kind of see the inner workings of what MIBR's game plan is going to be. Dre talked about that they want to get the spike down and win in the post. And you love to see Lisa always going to be having that suck ready in the post. She's on the back lines, just making sure there's no chance that KRU's going to be able to get back into this. You got to say, though, for Dodds, it was a little overzealous. Her KO in Michaela was far away. You want to see KRU kind of set up better pop flash plays and trap plays, a little overzealous to start things off.
And I don't think you can let MIBR get off to good beginnings. They're a team that can feel confidence, that can snowball help. That comeback they pulled off certainly indicative. And SRN doing serious damage here, and it's fighting as 5. MIBR standing shoulder to shoulder and just winning out in the brawl. For KRU, this one was a bit of a throwaway regardless. Trying to get proactive, maybe catch someone off guard. No one really was. Yes, SRN a little lower, but still breathing and plant in. Everything looking solid for the MIBR side. And Dodds would love to do some damage, but I don't know if you're going to get much here.
Her teammates definitely feeding her the information on who is low, which agents she should be fighting for, and spots the Killjoy. It would be nice for Dodds if she's able to get some more ult orbs on her side to get those knives online as soon as possible, but look at how disciplined MIBR are playing. On that anti-eco as well, so grouped together. You got to appreciate the effort coming out from KRU as well. I mean, Michaela, it was a great flash, an underhand to try to get them something.
I like the attempt. You can't really do much about round 2, so you might as well try and play a little unorthodox, a little weird. Dodds will accept fate. And we'll move into the more interesting round coming up. The bonus here for MIBR. Let's see what they have to bring in. I think the buy's going to be pretty nice. It absolutely will be already seeing that. There it is, just a little bit of a look back at that flash. It was perfectly fine. But again, so many bodies, good spacing. They were kind of keeping at least 1 or 2 safe in case there was a little bit of an explosive play. So let's see what we get. Early ult progress, pretty decent on SRN and Melissa, but nothing in hand here.
Now, MIBR, they are running this composition that G2 love. And during these low buys, they love to press the issue and make this A split happen. The drone on the back of Tejo, it's such a finicky thing towards A main or towards short A. You can see that Melissa's posturing towards A, gonna get that mid-round info as KRU are poking and prodding towards this short A.
And SRN, after a hot start, looking to be the tip of the spear here. Set up, sent in. A main control is not under the banner though, so easy crossfire to create. A little bit of chip, sure, but still alive. And when they're still breathing, there's still a gun in the round. Late presence coming through A main now. It's an awkward split, but Biazik does very well to hold ground, but there's Melissa. Late to the party, but cool as ever. Plants next on the cards, and they've won out on the site. I was worried about the timing on Melissa there, but it works out in the end, and the post plant is looking comfortable. deep clear towards Art, safety on A main. Big tick in the box really for MIBR in this post. Hard work for KRU. Being pretty much cut out of this as their first opportunity. The barrel giving everything away. Monch gonna have to find this. 3 bullets, Sayori, hold on. Monch still with a shot at this. The plant not fantastic for Lisa. Trying to draw the util. And here we go. This is where it gets a little dangerous. And yeah, denied at least getting the half here.
It's not planted for her.
No, so it will force the hand slightly, but time. Lisa playing it very well. Composed in the end. Bonus converted. Christine, I was worried about the timing on the crunch on A there, but Melissa found it perfectly in the end.
She really did, and KRU, I mean, that was such a tough retake, just down to the Killjoy and Jet, no utility to be able to use in the crossfires for MIBR, just holding strong, and what a bonus to be able to convert. You know, I thought they were gonna cosplay that G2 play, and they absolutely did. The timing of that crunch through Art, and that A main just pinched, that perfect pinch from Melissa. It's exactly what you want to see. A broken buy coming out for the side of KRU. You do see a Bucky in the back pocket of Monch, and that can get pretty dangerous towards this street, but keep talking about these missiles and this Tejo drone on the back of Melissa. She's just going to be able to push back wherever they find that info.
Yeah, and for KRU, it's a very cold start, right? They haven't got to feel out the game too much yet, being dictated to by that tempo from MIBR. Something the devs were discussing, have that ability to determine outcomes. Dodds now, position very much noted, looking to be overrun, and she is. Sayori clears house, sets up opportunity. This is again above a minute. They do very good early work here. They don't have to overcommit. There will be audio cues heard. This is on Bastarda. Gonna hear that pressure coming up from A, and does go down, but still should note what's happening. They could technically just bulldoze site here, but still trying to show some caution. MIBR not taking too many risks just yet. Let's see if they can keep this clean.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was a bit of a awkward engage, but hey, they've got the better weapons. They'll be fine. Michaela has a long way to go. And really, that's a shot. Hold on. All right, Lisa gonna fall. And SRN not gonna let any naughtiness happen here. It's a very, very one-sided start. Not seeing much of a fight back from KRU. I need to see them maybe get a timeout early, something to switch on the lights really, because it seems pretty vacant in the KRU house here.
Yeah, they got to catch their breath, especially considering how clean these last few rounds have been for MIBR. Even in this low buy, I mean, Dodge, she was dancing and bobbing and weaving around that pillar area, but MIBR were so grouped, so clean, not giving any chances for this player. It all goes back to the pistol round. I mean, Dodge have been trying to find those gaps, trying to activate themselves, but just the timings right now, MIBR is just one step ahead.
Yeah, and again, I think we are seeing MIBR go from strength to strength. Until this point, KRU were the threat in the lower sort of bracket, right? They'd taken many teams out, but again, these two very familiar with each other. Certainly played each other plenty of times unofficially, but now seeing them head-to-head in the server, it feels like it's falling one-sided. This is, as a reminder, KRU's choice as well to begin on Pearl. Again, you don't blame them. They had a good result up against Giant X, a 13-5. A bit of a fumble from MIBR in that earlier series up against Shopify, was a 13-1 loss. You can't not read into it, but already it feels very buttoned up, very different for MIBR coming out here. SRN, hot start, and everyone else is there. Again, towards the bottom of the board, Melissa was the one who had that great timed crunch on A main, so even numerically may not reflect how dangerous this team is. Buy is in place, Christine. They've got the operator out. It is a glass cannon.
Now, both these teams are going to be talking about this A main control. You can see that Biazik is one orb away from this Hunter's Fury, and Melissa, she's already got the Tejo ult in her back pocket. Rinse and repeat. It's looking like that same art split coming out here for MIBR, and it's only the Monch's utility to hold this. This A defense coming out for KRU, it's going to be tough to hold MIBR back. We just witnessed it on the bonus.
Yeah, trying to get the timing right, stalling out towards the arc crunch, but it's not going to buy time for full rotation, and SRN can disrespect this anyway. A little mistimed. Looking like, not too long ago, up towards site, but Melissa finally makes it through on main. But this time, KRU hold. Backside's theirs. Spike now lost, it's still on their side. Lisa can't do enough. Monch on the support. Bastarda in a 1v1. Michaela is down on the ground. Dodds, it's a glass cannon. can't make mistakes.
Stardust got the Killjoy ultimate. She could just place it down right now.
She's just backpedaling. Oh, a misread from Bastarda. Gambled where that play from Dodds was coming from. And this is the first kill for Dodds, and one that equates around.
Bastarda not seeing anything in front of her, and just that paranoia kind of creeping a little too much. Pressure getting to her. And loses out that 1v1, but what chaos to start things off. I appreciate that you mentioned that terrible nightmare round for me, but you're absolutely right. You know, SRN
dives in
the entry, dove in, and is unable to find that success. And you got to feel for SRN, you know, that the timer on that recall, it was ticking shorter and shorter. So she feels like she's got to make the move right then and there. All good, though, if you're on the side of MIBR. You've got the 3 power ultimates coming online to be able to just double down and keep controlling the pace of this attack side. And for KRU, they have a response. This time they want to contest this A main.
They're away. Very different, very direct in approach here.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, majority through main. You saw SRN saw there just for a second, a glimpse before the smoke bloomed. There's a lot of bodies for KRU on this side of the map. That backside play from them was good. And they've got to be identifying, there's no one pressuring from Art really. We're not seeing that turret go off. Careful. They've got to err on the side of caution here.
I like the adjustment coming out for KRU though. Either way, they've been getting contested at A main. This time they're re-aggressing, but Bastarda, what a punish.
The elbow! Can't get away. Michaela's been spotted. There's no backing away. Tries to fight forward, falls. Melissa again. Gotta say it. Backbone quality coming through from her. Really, really solid. And Dodds and Munch are pretty much out of this. No real step in.
Just gotta sit back and try to survive, try to get some money, some ult orbs at least, but Lisa is not gonna let that happen. Slowly constricting, at least for the side of KRU. MIBR are not that rich. They don't have all the money in the world to just carelessly push, so as long as KRU are able to find a safe spot, they should be able to survive and take these guns into the next. And this A defense for KRU is something they've got to be talking to each other about right now. They tried to re-aggress, they tried to refight, and that timing in this last round, it was much closer, but they've got to commit. They cannot do 50-50 and try to hold both Art and A main. They've got to go all in on one or the other.
Yeah, it just felt that, like, as you said, 50-50, that little bit of hesitation. I'm sure we'll catch it in the replay here, where they got caught almost on the back pedal, right? Initial wave, cool, handled it. That second glance, Melissa comes back in, and I can't credit enough how much she is doing for them. 6-2 now, jumping up the board, has the already. SRN one away from hers. Lisa as well, one off from the divide. Big ults coming online for KRU. Still have 3 in the pocket, but you're looking at the purchase around it. Finances are in the bin, down in the doldrums here. With a Guardian, they do have that operator though, so Dodds showing me the value, and obviously I quite like this call actually coming out from MIBR. For KRU, they'd want to get Dodds maybe where the action's going to come, try and prop up that operator, get it involved, but this time not going to be that similar A-look, already an adjustment in play.
Yeah, Dodds is just getting outplayed right now, constantly choosing the wrong spot to be at, and when she does choose the right spot, not finding the fights that she wants. She does make the rotate back over, and Bastarda's thinking about securing this one, but Biazik has the Hunter's Fury in her back pocket as well, and that's a great angle for Dodds. Would have been beautiful to find that opening pick, but MIBR are able to tuck tail, and look at the spike. They're just distracting KRU right now. All 4 members stacked towards over here. Michaela's got so much on her plate.
All right, good luck.
You should run.
Oh, they're selling this good, right? Michaela's got a classic. I mean, how?
It's a tall task.
But imagine.
They're not looking. They're not looking. Oh, the
patience! But the gun falls far. The temptation just to get that upgrade a little bit out of reach. Oh man, you can't ask to do much more, right? You only had a classic, so making the best. And actually, the Hunter's Fury on top didn't get the tag there. A little surprising. I thought that was pretty on the money.
That looks spot
on. That was close, right? Oh man, that's rough. That was a big investment too. You can see why. I don't blame him. There was a chance on it, but it didn't work out. Sayuri on the site. The rest sitting deeper towards Art, not playing towards A main. The shock dart's a nuisance, but not enough to force her away. Can still hold position. And now you're going to start seeing the tail odds coming into... Oh, it's clean stuff. Sayori wants it all. MIBR cleaning house. Are they going to 13-1 someone right back?
And they use ults to secure it, but they make it clean. And it feels bad, but listen, these anti-ecos, they can get dicey. And we just saw the replay coming out from Michaela, and I got a feel for her. I think if it wasn't an Astra that she killed first, if it was a different agent, she probably would have assumed there were more with her. But she definitely thought she took care of the rat there and wanted to get the gun. Either way, though, we talked about it, just a classic on her back foot. And for KRU, they should be feeling pretty okay with that round. I mean, it was just a low buy, another operator on the back of the hands of Dodds, and she hasn't been able to find these opening picks. She hasn't been able to get into the flow state yet. Rocks a dash, and that's beautiful.
Okay, there we are. Starting to see a bit more from Dodds. We need more, though. It can't just be a glimmer of hope. It has to be a ray of light at this point. But maybe Dodds can do that. One off from having the knives as well. Could be nice. And for MIBR, slowing things down a little, letting SRN work a bit. Did take a bit of damage, though, so down to 42, but Bogdan's Law is Bogdan's Law. No worries about that. Dodds on that deeper line.
And this is a great setup from KRU right now. 2-1-2 Dodds on a beautiful angle. Dash ready to be used again, and those knives are online, so expect to see Dodds play extra aggressive and press the issue.
You're not going to get away with this again. I mean, you kind of do. Kinnear this time, the one to catch it, Lisa on that push-up. But the slower tempos kind of worked out a bit for KRU here. Letting that operator go into play, feeling the pressure. MIBR still fighting for the plant, though. They'd like to get something on their side, some security on the site, perhaps.
30 seconds
So
left.
An extension through towards Flower. And I like KRU doubled up here. Going to make it hard to isolate fights and find a safety to play from. Nice shot for KRU. Going to keep full standing. This is big work from them.
The awareness, the perimeter holding strong for KRU, and it's about time. Finding the opening pick off the back of Dodds, and you saw that 2-1-2. As soon as they did it, they allowed Monch to control that mid area and just started focusing towards this A main extremity and top B as well. And finally, some breathing room. Now KRU are going to be able to gain some money, gain a little bit of momentum into their own favor. But as I say that, I mean, I'm expecting MIBR to change the pace here. It is the perfect timing to kind of go for a faster play. And they've been finding so much success on these A splits.
Yeah, they can absolutely turn up the tempo. A very fast take towards that early or deeper A main angle, just to make sure no one slipped up. We've seen a couple of players doing it now, but a high-low setup, quite nice. Forced away, however. Knife going to be the reaction. And can they stall out long enough? Do MIBR disrespect the smoke? Michaela, great catch on that. Actually finding SRN. KRU finding their rhythm on holding this site. Finally dealing with that scale-up that's been plaguing them to this point. Now the art split, the last facet of the approach. Going to be hard to make work, and the spacing not there for the trade. So Monch gets to live and finds the kill. KRU suddenly finding solutions.
Yeah, and it was off the back of, I think it was a spam. Hopefully we do get to see it in the replays, but Michaela able to find one miraculously through the smoke there, and it was just a spam. SRN didn't even get to play the round. A little bit sloppy for MIBR. I wonder what the call was to make them press the issue at that moment, right then and there, without even finding a pick. But SRN is punished, kind of getting choked up into that A main. It was a good reaction from KRU, though. I mean, they fell back and using all the phases of the defense correctly and able to absorb that fast opening coming out here for MIBR.
And I quite like this such a quick timeout too. Stop the rot early, right? It's still 6-3, but 2 consecutive rounds, and it feels like a couple of ticks in the box for KRU, right? They've activated Dodds a little bit. That operator's finding a bit more form, finding a bit of good positioning. Cool, that's one side of it. But also dealing with that site hit that was an issue. So again, a couple of key factors going in KRU's side. Coaching staff don't like it, right? Let's check in. And you also noting something about what MIBR were doing there didn't quite feel right on that scale towards site. Felt a little bit too desperate almost at times, but purchase is still there. There's still very much got Lisa's ult. You still have one away from Sayori's, so a couple of pieces they could bring out. Now, for KRU, though, they also have their emergency ults if required. So I do wonder what the adjustment will be from MIBR now.
Definitely a little rush last round. I'm keeping my eye out on Dodds on the KRU side of things because she was able to find that opening pick about 2 or 3 rounds ago and has been gone quiet ever since again. Gotta find a mobile jet here. Oh, that's unfortunate for Bastardo. No one saw anything. It's all good.
All good. It's fine. Melissa's walking anyway. Don't you
My
worry.
ultimate is not ready.
Deal with that
Drone
later. Tail drone in. Clears through Art. I want to see what the read is now, because we saw that really late pressure from Melissa, but maybe seeing the tail utility, they may not think there's going to be that A main presence. I wonder how KRU read this. Pop flash in, divides there. So they're going to give up that access point through Art, straight in towards site. Michaela, good positioning actually, kind of body checking the smoke, and also thinking there could be a lurk. Now Lisa, her timing is everything, and it's looking on. Oh, Kinnear! I don't believe she just turned that one around, but in the meantime, it was actually SRN still getting 2 kills. So the plant's in play, divide still up, and for KRU, they're re-clearing site. They need to find these final 3 players. Can they locate them in time? One, maybe, yeah, 1 towards Art, 2 towards main. It's dodged to go forward. Takes just a lick of damage, but just going to posture up on this. Got to play forward, trying to hunt down SRN, who's going deep on the corner. Big shot from her, leaving just Biazik alive. That's almost too much to handle. This post plant looking solid here. Good little exit or 2, but not enough time now.
And this time around, I mean, I love the way that KRU actually reacted and responded onto that A hit. This time they did go all in onto the A main, but Lisa played that round so well. SRN just perfectly pinching into this A main as well at the right time. That flick, we've been seeing some crazy flicks over the last 48 hours, but Konir just landing the shots that she needs to. But a little too late. I mean, either way, MIBR were on the money, hot on their heels.
Yeah, it's such impressive work. Again, those late lurks have been such a nuisance, but 3-7, MIBR course correct, right? Get things back on track. Is this going to be a direct A approach now?
Depending on what this KO knife sees, they might just do it. Suppressing this Astra might encourage them to try to press the issue, speed up the pace. We've seen it already from MIBR before, so I wouldn't doubt it. This tail drone is gonna tell them everything.
This is on the player's backside. They actually did very well at handling, but another smoke layered in makes it difficult to create those crossfires that worked well. Kinnear trying to play deeper, and deeper, still gonna get 2. Good damage, but the site again gets won over by MIBR. So plants in, time on their side, dodge, unexpected towards Art, delivers the bullet. Flashed off the corner.
Dodds has the knife in her back pocket, and she's been holding on to this for a few rounds now. This is the time to get active.
I kind of wanted to go in with this. Yeah, there it is. Be the tip of the spear. Take that space for the side. Plays through sight, sees them both. Where's the trade? Not there. Monch takes a lot of damage, and this little hesitation, this moment, this breath apparently won't be the end of them. They've got plenty of time on the defuse too. I'm surprised KRU got away with that.
Biazik, the IGL of KRU stepping up when they need her most, because that retake, it was sloppy. I mean, sure, Melissa just made it look easy for MIBR's side of things, and Konir stepping up huge, but that synergy, that was a 3 versus 2 retake. Where was Dodd's trade? Things are getting a little slow to start here for KRU, but thankfully for Biazik, she's able to secure a 4th.
Yeah, that felt sketchy. Man, like my brain was already thinking, okay, another round for MIBR when those trades weren't coming in. Again, for MIBR, those scrappy at the end here. This buy won't be perfect. Don't have a big ult to bank on instantly. Obviously on the other side, still got 3 in the pocket. So they've got options. Dodds, gonna get checked on. Oh, that should be a pixel scene. I'm pretty sure Dodds might have seen that. Yeah, ready. Beautiful. Nice from Dodds. Hadn't been tested on this side in a minute, but still sharp.
Especially considering she missed that shot last time around. Gonna feel really good to try to finish off this half with 5 and going into the second for her. A little bit of breathing room coming in as MIBR try to sniff and prod towards the same main. Konir has a great line and she goes for a second.
Kinnear's finding 2s every round, it feels like.
She's an anchor of all anchors right now, bringing KRU back into the mix. Dodds, what a flash.
Yeah, really nice. Unavoidable for Dodds, hard
the
scoped on it.
utility.
Oh my god, it is. Ooh, hold on. This is getting scary now because Melissa's got ult, still got util. Sayori, I want to see when that knife's back on, but actually they don't want to deal with any of that. Michaela instantly pops the ult. They still have decent ults. They've got the divide as well if they want to invest this too. But still, Sayori gonna take away Michaela. No trade. Still time. quick collection now with the ult going to come through, but they're already ahead of it. They're playing deeper on site. Emperor stood up. MIBR looking so ready. Nice back in play as well. Playing on the side. What the hell is getting into MIBR? Against the odds, they're still doing serious work.
Melissa able to use her ultimate there as well to secure that one. I mean, what a beautiful half coming out here for MIBR.
Yeah, they've got to be pleased with that one. It was a bit back and forth at times, but MIBR still digging deeper, finding solutions, even with the odds against them. And I think we've actually got a treat coming up as well, something that I'm looking forward to. After hearing from the GOAT earlier today, obviously Jen Lee looking after microphones, not sharing. She is standing by with a very special guest. So we're diving over to that right about now.
Hi guys, Jen here with Sophia. Sophia,
hello,
welcome to Seoul. Now we had Team Liquid Brazil qualify for the grand finals. Brazilian players on the stage looking amazing. Just tell us, how much does Brazil deserve a trophy, and what would it mean for you guys to actually get the trophy in your hand?
I mean, I think we proved that we deserve to be here because of 20 players, we have like 12 Brazilian players here today in the finals. So, I mean, Brazil is proving himself. And for me, for us, it would be like a deserved win. I mean, and I'm very confident that we'll have a Brazil finals.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'm cheering for MBR, and Made in Brazil fans are here too, okay? So, we have like Brazil confidence and Brazil dance and Brazil cheering, and we're screaming here all day to win.
All right, thank you. I just tried to do the dance. I don't think I can pull it off, but appreciate it.
Okay, yeah. We do that.
네, 이렇게 700만 인플루언서 소피아님 만나봤는데요. 지금 뭔가 브라질 선수들이 이 탑4 안에 들어있는 20명의 선수들 중에 한 12명 정도가 브라질 선수들이기 때문에 이번에야말로 브라질이 정말 트로피를 가져가야 하지 않나라고 생각을 하면서 지금 선수들 너무 열심히 해주고 있고 또 열심히 응원하고 있기 때문에 이번 결승 브라질 내전이 되지 않을까라고 얘기를 해줬습니다. 이렇게 해서 소피아 만나봤습니다.
I love having Jen here. If I could vote for an MVP, it's Jen. Every time. How do you feel? Would you back that vote?
No.
Okay, that's crazy. All right. Coinbase Econ report. I feel as though it is going to be an MIBR player. It is Sayori. Doing very well quietly, top of the board, doing work. Melissa, similar scenes. On the other side, I mean, Kinnear getting 2 every round, it feels like, but only 4 rounds for KRU. That's pretty tough to play with here, Christine.
Yeah, and it's impressive that Sayuri is just carrying on the leaderboard side of things. An unsung hero, underappreciated type of player, so I love highlighting it whenever these things kind of happen. IGL for the side of MIBR, and she's such a quiet player too in the real life, so you think she's quiet in the server, but absolutely explosive. Now they're switching over to the defense side of things, and we spoke about on the attack side, it would be MIBR being able to control the pace. Now we got to be able to see KRU do the exact same thing, activate Dodds, get her online so she can get into that flow state coming to the second half.
Dodds is actually one of the key factors for KRU previously. That Jet looking exceptionally good in her hands.
She dropped like 28 kills in the last Pearl match.
Got to see a little bit of that, right? That's kind of, but look at this proactive start already. Straight walking out beat. Allows that cheap rotation to come over, get a little bit closer towards A. Site will be taken by now, but the flank is going to be an issue.
Yeah, and I love this play for MIBR. Usually you just can't push mid at all when there's a Killjoy on the other side of things. So this time they just decide to 3-man push top B. This is going to allow them to constrict towards A. And look at these spawn players playing the round so well, just waiting and biding their time. But I love this look for KRU. They're going to look for more and constrict for themselves as well.
There's the contact though. Kinnear's been good for 2. Oh, the flash! That is so sick. Sayuri, I know you're top of the board for kills, but I mean, damn, that was perfect. It sets up the next layer of succession to come in for MIBR. They're starting to find Fearzik, and now you're looking at the defuse already starting. MIBR denying even vision, making it difficult to come back through. What was the plan, KRU? Because MIBR just tore it apart.
I don't know why KRU would have planted the spike there for themselves. They had a pretty free sight, a little bit overlooked for sure, but they've got a post-plant composition, so I'm sure they thought things were going to be easy, but you love the planning coming out for MIBR. From the start of it, they were always okay giving away that free A site. All the players just playing to their roles to perfection. And KRU, they get played on their pistol.
Yep, 100%. 100%. That's got to be frustrating as hell. Because that's the dream start for MIBR. They're within touching distance of closing out now if you think they can convert these rounds. Pixel spotted. Not going to get the connection, but still big info to begin with. And it looks like they just shift up faster, right? They want to go quick on this. Started noted again. Not particularly afraid nor denied. Wants to stay close.
There is a flash on the back of Michaela. Could pop flash to give Dawes an opening, and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
Melissa's still alive, and she wants more. This crossfire between SR and Melissa, they got the better guns.
It's still sketchy. Melissa had to go big in that. But KRU making something out of nothing, but the problem is it's Lisa left alive as well. Actually, only's got the Sheriff, so it's kind of weirdly tilting into KRU's hands here with 45 seconds. Monch can do what she pleases. It's a gamble, sure, but the options are hers.
Such a good play coming out from Monch. She knows that by this point, if no one shot her, she should have the opening, and Lisa also thinking so many mind games going on in this round. Monch should be able to plant this spike, and her turret will come online right as that happens. This should allow her to really set up in an optimal post. And if you're Lisa, you've got to clear every single angle on your way back. Time will be ticking. At least for the side of Lisa, though, she will have a smoke to be able to help her and get half. That will make Monch have to make a move. I mean, that's definitely the power of the controller here.
Yeah, that's the win con she's got to work with. Slow and steady. Lisa's made it here in pretty good time, to be fair. See if that turret gets contact. Don't think it will. It might just be a dry look here. Monch creeping closer. Half now achieved. Off the spike, Monch will check and finds the target. I can't believe KRU turned that one. It felt like that was MIBR's all day long.
They definitely, I mean, the shots were landing, but that togetherness coming out here for KRU. Let's look at this entry for Dawes. I mean, the flash didn't land, but started looking the wrong way. And the defenses for MIBR, it should have held. It definitely should have held, but the shots, the Sheriff's coming up huge. And you love to see those 1v1s, when those individual players, they're able to secure those high pressure rounds. That's what you need, especially when you're on the losing end for KRU. That should really bump up the motivation.
Yep. It's made it look possible, right, for KRU now. As obviously MIBR have to then suffer through this round. Still gonna get the ult or build Melissa up as soon as possible. Does have light shield, and that's about it. It's classics and the Sheriff with Lisa and a Ghost with SRN. So it's very little in the form of fight back power. So if they can min-max the outcome, that'd be fine. But obviously this does extend play here. Unlikely to see this round going in MIBR's favor. Not impossible, just unlikely.
All five
the
are right.
players, yeah, that flash better be good. They've actually spotted the dash through towards site, but a good flash comes out from KRU. It's messy, but they are winning out the fights that are needed. Sayori can't do enough. KRU, for standing. Plant should actually make it in time as well. And again, for KRU, it's all about stability now, finding those stepping stones in.
Straightforward round, straightforward round. And Monch, it looks like the Killjoy ultimate is coming online in round 18, but Melissa with that Tejo ult as well, round 16 rather. It makes it a lot trickier to actually use this Killjoy ultimate. We've already seen KRU, rather MIBR on the other side, throw that fake early on in the first half, kind of just leave Bastarde on her own devices and be a distraction. We'll see if KRU do a similar thing. MIBR, they want this A main control, and they're gonna get it.
They're going really deep on this though.
This definitely leaves a gap for mid, but Bastarda's on the case, finding an opening on Dawes. That really slows things down here for KRU.
Yeah, it does, because do they backpedal? Are they now a bit paranoid about what could be happening? They seem to be able to hold as they are, but that fight on A main doesn't feel as comfortable now, right? It's going to take a little bit more. So they pause. SRN's position is nasty, though. Just shouldering this. He'd stick around.
Looks like KRU want to give this up because look at Biazik. She's got a lot of ground, a lot of space. No Owl drone, but her recon is ready. Comboed with Michaela's flashes. It should give a little bit of an opening, but Michaela right now, she's just kind of distracting towards A. MIBR though, they've got the numbers.
Knife finds one. I mean, it's not everything. You probably won't fully rotate off that. Almost a similar exchange with a knife on the other side at the same time, but there's the lockdown. That shows further interest. And Sayuri, once it denied, Lisa with just a shot through the smoke gets connection on Munch. Frustration, I'm sure, now for KRU, feeling like they're getting stalled out. They're running out of time, Christine. It's 15 seconds. They gotta go. Biazik now being toyed with. 10 seconds.
10
Where
seconds
do you
left.
go at this point? You can't plant. It's gotta be a cancel.
Yeah, I think KRU maybe thought that their Killjoy ultimate was going to go off, but Sayuri was able to place that molly down. You saw Melissa's missiles coming out as well, so they were always going to break that ult down. Munch isn't able to get the ground, isn't able to get the site, and MIBR, it just looks too easy for them. Melissa's even able to hold on to the Teo ult in that round.
Yeah, that's a frustrating timeout for KRU to hit, I'm sure. Again, a tough beginning, don't get me wrong, you're still playing with 4 rather than what you'd want, but regardless, running out of time like that, kind of hoping for the best on the back of an ult, not going to be enough. So credit to MIBR for the good positioning, good control over what's happening. Chance for both sides to check in now, but obviously for KRU, they can't really let this one slip away too far. It's 10 already for MIBR here. And I did want to keep our eyes towards SRN. Again, we've seen how much she can do on those comfort rolls, but the Waylay we weren't 100% sure on, considering how hard it was to activate on this side of the map previously. I don't think we need her to be the star at the moment. You've got Melissa, Sayuri, everyone else is definitely in the equation.
Yeah, the perimeter of MIBR is standing strong, standing tall, and so far for KRU's side, it's really been the Konier show along with Monch. Definitely expecting things to be a little different coming into this round, though. You saw Bebe, the coach on KRU's side, just rapping away, talking to Biazik and getting the squad together to recollect themselves. And every time KRU have used a timeout in this tournament so far, they've come out with a very creative set piece, especially on those low buys. This time, though, KRU will have a healthy purchase. No ultimates really nearby except for that Asher wall, and they're not really going to be thinking about that until much, much later in this round.
And let's see what the start looks like from MIBR as well. How do they want to try to paint this one out? Where's that first bit of contact? Astada going to get tag off the Owl drone, so she's going to have to fall away here. And already a very early rotation, dragging over Sayuri. SRN didn't get fully checked on this line previously, but I think Konir's got a bit of an idea, but that's a lot of freedom for SRN.
Able to collect the orb and just one more ult orb away from that ultimate. Lisa gets tagged, but she's going to get pushed off, and that knife landing should make the defenders a little bit nervous. This is the time to go for dodge. Oh. What the hell?
Sayuri finding 2. Full faith in the information. SRN deep on that A-line. You had the Teo drone clearing through art, finding nothing. The 3 players from MIBR fully able to control that B push-up. KRU looking all too readable, and this might have to be another cancel, but 40 seconds. You'd be lucky to keep the weapons this long. There's got to be more from KRU here. This was after a timeout. Need to see a little bit more depth to it. Feels too readable. Too much free game coming out. To maybe push SRN off. Challenge on art. Do something. Those direct Bs just not looking dangerous enough.
They want to punish them. They want to take these guns away from Konier and from KRU. She does respond and handle that well, though. And yeah, MIBR, they've had enough. They don't want to lose any more money coming into this one. Beautiful response. That's another double spam kill for Sayuri. I'm pretty sure. I don't think
see that.
she saw anyone this round.
Where
I think that was
come
MIBR
from?
getting probably like 2 or 3 spam kills already in this half. What a response. What a hold coming out here for MIBR. You got to say, though, for KRU, I mean, that's the second or third time with that same pathing coming out here for Dawes, just dashing towards that back paw. And you saw that adjustment, Bastarde leaving the Nano Swarm just to burn at Dawes' feet right there. Huge reads, huge plays coming out here for MIBR side.
And the awareness between these two, there's quick adjustments, as you said, the little Nano just waiting for that little dash up. It's good. So at this point, KRU need to figure this out. They need to find out what the hell is going on, because they keep walking in. It feels like blind. And it is an adjustment. It looks like I was going to say a 1-3-1. It's not. They have no interest in trying to push these players off of A main. It's free all orbs. It's free information. It's free space. KRU allowing a lot of freedom here. The starter gets the information, someone slipped door, but they haven't gone too deep because the alarm bot's still there.
Yeah, Dawes was in the area, and I think she was definitely close enough to see it. She decides not to do anything about it, falls off, and that one-way coming out for MIBR should stop KRU, but that recon allows Dawes to go poke a little bit more. So at least with that arc pushback, this is enough, especially because KRU are deciding to go back down towards street. Had they taken care of this alarm bot earlier, definitely would have helped them.
I don't like this. They're feeling very manipulated on the map. I'm surprised they didn't cheat someone over. Yeah,
Bastarde.
Bastarde.
The tail ult as well.
If she can just live long enough, if they can provide a little bit of denial, which they're doing, it's buying time for this rotation. Knife denied. It's all this way. Forced to fight forward, and they come out swinging. Great damage from Michaela. Doing serious work for the side. Spike's still not down, but look at the flank here. This is the issue. This has been the problem. And SRN at the helm of it. Michaela's brilliance made this round look near undoable. But Michaela's got a lot more work to do. 21 HP, 2 to find. And very tough positions. Going for the plant. I think she feels it. She knows it. MIBR. Not checked on, given too much freedom.
And that push-pull coming through here for the defense of MIBR, it's fantastic. We saw it on the pistol round with that triple push up top B. This time, MIBR double push A main. Each time KRU aren't defaulted and spread out across the map, MIBR are finding the gaps and pushing whenever that happens. And it's so hard if you're on the side of KRU to be able to feel like you have any map control, to be able to mid-round or get any sort of defaulting going, especially when MIBR are just getting the reads and scrimming through those holes.
See, that's the thing, it's they're pressing the point even further. It's not just that little information trickle, no. It's they're going on mad flanks here. Knife comes in, finds no contact. So we are seeing, actually no, it might have caught one or two. Have to wait and see if that actually does play, and Dodds might continue on this.
Look at the position of SRN. She wants to refight this. She's got the pocket Sayuri with those pop flashes. Definitely activating.
Oh my god, it's devastating. MIBR. Plans on plans on plans. You thought you had a read, you still can't get past Sayuri. It's a 4v3, and KRU are struggling here. The information game has been in pretty much MIBR's hands, but this is the first time in a minute. Almost fair launch. Lost track of where SRN could have been, looking a little lost there. And it's down to two, Biazik and Kornir. Gonna just have to group up and go for something.
Communications not coming through as strong as they should have. Monch definitely should have realized that that was an A main fight. MIBR are gonna hold their both anchors towards this B though, and this A site is free for the taking for KRU, but they still gotta investigate and sniff everything. Look at the way SRN is playing. She's A-okay giving up this site.
I really like that. Because there's always that temptation to go for more, even at the higher end of things. So playing this deep, safe position, play with the team on the way back in. You've got your teammates sitting safe towards B. Obviously, we know where KRU are going. MIBR don't, but
they haven't moved at all.
No,
Lauren.
a very
They're
diligent
just holding that on.
There it is, hearing the plant. They now start to move. SRN kept a good amount of space on CT, but Kornir going hunting. It has to be on this 3-play swing. MIBR, you gotta say it. They play as a team, Christine. They win as 5, they stand as 5.